Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. I'm the manager of the Swoodilypoopers, and as you can see right there, we're starting Collins and Andy Rooney today. And in goal, what Lovegood Bedwell. That's right, Green Eggs and Foderingham has picked up a virus and doesn't want to play unless absolutely necessary. It's not the kind of virus where you want to be out on the soccer pitch, if you catch my drift. So, Lovegood Bedwell it is. Today I'm going to talk about copyright. Specifically copyright on YouTube, a little bit about trademarks and kind of why Hank and I do the stuff that we do and why we do it the way that we do it, and how copyright law and trademark law makes it more difficult to innovate and do things the way that we think they should be done. But first I have to tell you something incredibly exciting, which is that I, John Green, have just become the manager of the South African national soccer team in addition to my Swindon Town Swoodilypooper duties, which means that we will be, hopefully, seeing how far we can go as a national team. I'll keep you in the loop. So that's good. Right. So this video is arguably not legal. Oh, off the post. Oh, we were about to crack open a delicious Jerry Coke, but no, it hits the post. FIFA owns this content, right? They own all content related. EA Sports own the people who make this game, FIFA 13, own all content related to it. And my fictional Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers do not actually belong to me. They actually belong to EA Sports, who paid for and coded the game in question. This video is only legal because we work with a what's called a multi-channel network. One of these networks that partners, that finds a way to partner, with YouTubers and with gaming companies. So, Machinima goes and says to EA Sports, this guy is actually really good for your brand because people love him and blah, 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 blah. And EA Sports is like, all right, that's cool. It's good for the game, and maybe we get a cut, maybe we don't, but we'll work something out. And then it becomes legal. But there is no way that I could upload this video and monetize it legally unless I was working with one of... That is a foul from behind, sir! Mr. Greenshirt, you're doing a poor job. There's no way that I could upload this video legally and put ads on it if I weren't working with one of those networks, unless I personally negotiated a deal with EA Sports. And you can imagine how uninterested Electronic Arts is in negotiating with, random YouTubers. So that sort of, like, at least in the world of gaming, almost requires the existence, at least for sort of smaller channels like ours, requires the existence of these networks. Now, like, I'm not going to say that networks don't ever add value, because I think they sometimes do, and I think for lots of people it makes sense to work with a network. We don't work with a network on our other YouTube channels because we don't need to, and we built our, we have a very specific relationship with our audience, and we aren't looking for kind of like partnership opportunities or revenue growth opportunities or any of that stuff. That's just not, like, that's not how we make a living. Like, we've stayed independent through things like DFTBA Records, and we're going to stay that way. Like, we're just going to find other ways to fund stuff and reach out directly to our audience if we need funding for something, and explain, how and why, and be as transparent as we can about it. And we don't feel like we need, to work with Cherry Coke, for instance, in order to, and be like, the Swindon Town Swoodilypoopers brought to you by delicious Cherry Coke. Now more fake cherries. So that's how copyright works on YouTube, though. The burden of proof, for lack of a better phrase, is always on the content creator, the individual content creator, and much less on the sort of big lawyery institutions like Sony or Viacom or whatever. Even though a lot of times I think, in a fair fight, we would win those conversations. I might need Lovegood Bedwell. I think that we would win. I think we would win a lot of them, because I think a lot of the ways that YouTubers use that content would qualify as fair use. But also because I think a lot of times YouTubers are not stealing the content that people say they're stealing. This is a big problem for YouTube because there's no efficient way to deal with copyright concerns. The only way to really deal with it is on a case-by-case basis, and when 48 hours of content are uploaded to your website every minute, it's completely impossible to deal with it on a case-by-case basis. And that's why I think in the end the burden of proof tends to fall toward the it tends to be easier for the people who have lawyers and harder for the people who don't. Because YouTube has to find a way to keep working and keep existing. It's 0-0 standard, Swoodilypooper 0-0 draw here in the first half. Oh God, that is a beautiful ginger. He might not have a lot of goals this season, but you cannot criticize the hue of his hair. Lovegood Bedwell, on the other hand, has done a nice job. He's got a shutout through one half. And we're going to try to put this together. I really want this striking combo of Collins and Andy Rooney to start to work, but it plain and simple hasn't. Leroy Williamson and other John Green are working fantastically together. Admittedly, they are more skilled players. But Collins and Andy Rooney just have not been able to work together. Oh, that's disappointing. I thought like an old Swoodilypooper, new Swoodilypooper thing would be good, but chemistry is it's a fickle mistress. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about in the second half is trademarks. This is something that's coming up a lot. In fact, I might make a Vlogbrothers video about it, so this might all be repetitive, in which case I apologize. It's been coming up a lot because lots of big companies are now using the phrase DFTBA because it suddenly has like some kind of like nerd or cultural cachet or something. So Zara, for instance, has released several shirts that say DFTBA and say don't forget to be awesome, and people are like, are you getting paid for that? No, I'm not getting paid for that, and I wouldn't really want to be paid for it. What I might want, get in there, Collins, dang it. What I might want is for the money to go to the foundation, for some money to go to the Foundation to Decrease World Suck when people want to use DFTBA in their stuff. However, that can never happen because here is the weird thing about trademarks. Let's say that I trademarked the phrase DFTBA, which I could do. My friend Katie invented the phrase, but I popularized it, so I could trademark it. I trademarked the phrase DFTBA, and then you have to pay me every time you use the phrase DFTBA. And I kind of get to decide that part is complicated, but whatever. You have to pay me. So, your lawyer, like Kate Spade, just released a wallet that has DFTBA on it. It's like a $200 freaking DFTBA wallet. Oh, love. I gave everybody a chance, and now you don't get to play anymore. John Green, in. Leroy Williamson, in. Who else has been scoring a lot? Merrick, in. Let's go get a goal, boys. All right, this game is still winnable. What is the two-arm celebration? It's just like, oh, look, I can do the shake weights. It's a very unimpressive celebration, sir. Ginger Rampage, not with his best moment. He kind of fouled that guy, too, from behind. Get off the pitch! No, I'm not mad at you. I'm a little mad. I know it's not your fault. You got a great name, Jerry Coke. I got no beef with your name. Here are the boys. Let's do it. Let's find a way. We got to go attacking. So, all right. So let's say I trademark DFTBA, then everybody you have to pay me to use the phrase DFTBA. That's great for me, except that I don't really. There's a lot of people out there who I don't want to pay me to use the phrase DFTBA, like the independent content creators who make like DFTBA artwork on Etsy, or who want to just make something that says DFTBA and put it on their Tumblr and not make any money from it at all. I'm legally required, if I see those, to say to those people, I'm sorry, the phrase DFTBA is trademarked, you can't use it. I am legally required to do that, because if I don't, if I only do it for Zara and Kate Spade or H&M or whatever, then Zara and Kate Spade can say, well, he's not taking his trademark seriously. Oh, you beauty! Oh, he's big, he's tough, he has a brilliant puff. Other John Green. Did you see those moves, that little pullback thing? You guys say I'm not getting any better at FIFA, but I would argue that, like, John Green, when I have a player who has some skill, I'm showing off some of my new moves with the, what do you call this thing? The pad with the buttons on it that you use to make The little men move. I believe that is its technical name. Lovegood! No, he's fine. I mean, the guy's name is Lovegood Bedwell. What? Who cares about his talent level? His name is Lovegood Bedwell. I mean, we can say when he makes a good stop, we can say you just got bedwelled. You just got well bedded. You just got loved good. You just got loved good and bedded well. There we go. That's it. So I can't trademark it, even for like charity, unless I tell everyone on Tumblr you can't say DFTBA anymore. Well, that's ridiculous. Of course I'm not going to do that. That would be disastrous. Like, it's one of the core things of Nerdfighteria that like people are, you know, allowed and encouraged to make T-shirts or make artwork or do whatever they want and say DFTBA because it's a good reminder. But like that's very different from Zara. However, if I see it on Tumblr, I have to say something, or Zara can come in and be like, well, he wasn't taking it very seriously now, was he? And, you know, that's the real, oh boy, who's 6'1" and sucks at free kicks? We need a last-minute winner, guys. 1 point is not enough. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Then why don't you kick it to John Green? Why don't you kick it back to Leroy Williamson? Why don't you kick it to John Green? Why don't you take it out wide? Why not back to the middle? Why not let the entire opposing team get back into their positions? Good job, everybody. Come on, turn around! How can you not see that ball coming? Oh. No! 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 Anything but this? No! Yes! Great tackle! Who is our hero of the day? It was some kind of ginger. Rampager McShane. It was McShane. Oh, no. Oh, no! Everything's fine. So that's why we can't trademark DFTBA, because while I would like Zara and H&M not to be able to use the phrase, or at least not to be able to use it in a way that I don't agree with on clothes that I don't think should be made the way that they're made, I want Nerdfighters to continue to be able to use the phrase. So that's it. Copyright and trademark are weird, and they don't encourage innovation. I'm sorry that we didn't win the game. I will start John Green and Leroy Williamson next time. That was a nice goal, though. Best wishes.